everyone, it's Karina. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm doing a My Little Crafty Shop design team project share. I will be sharing with you what I created with the dies. I do have a 10% off discount code, which is Karina10. I will link the shop down below in the description box. I am using the Maggie Holmes crepe paper collection for this. I love the birthday theme, and since it's my birthday month, I thought it'd be perfect. So I'll go ahead and share with you the compartment box die, which is this one right here. You get the box, the compartment pieces, and some layering pieces as well. And I think these turned out super cute. So here are the 3 different boxes I created. This is a rectangle die that comes in the set that you can layer on top of your box, like so. I made a little embellishment cluster here, and I used acetate for the window. This is a banner chipboard piece that I cut, and also used one of these cute party hats, layered it with some foam. This little tag I printed out and fussy cut it. I do have the digital to this collection, so I did print out a bunch of ephemera and cut it out, and I did use it throughout my projects. I did add a little bow in the middle, and then this star is from the chipboard. And here is a cute little ice cream from the sticker sheet, and then added a heart and some enamel dots. This is what the sides look like. For the bottom piece, I did use cardstock paper, and for the box I did use a pattern paper, and same with the layering piece, which I decided to use a floral. I think it went well with the green. And inside I just used some shred. I'm not sure what I'll put inside here yet, but here are the little compartment boxes. And you do have the option of adding the little scalloped edge to your box, and I just did it for one of them. Here is the other box. I did die cut the rectangle in some gold glitter paper, and I just love how that looks. Used acetate as well for this one. The collection comes with a bunch of these cute hats, so I used another chipboard piece and then added a flower from, it's the embellishment hardware. It comes in here, and I just glued it on top. And this is an ephemera piece, and underneath this there's a flower sticker that I used, which is this one right here. And I put a bow on top of the label. The sentiment says birthday girl, and then added a cute little gem in the middle of the bow. And these are the pattern papers that I went with this one. So for the bottom I did use a pattern paper from the collection. I used some pink cardstock, and then used this cute tassel paper as the layering piece. I love this paper, it's super cute. That's the second box. And here is the last box. I love this one. In the collection it comes with a bunch of these stickers and labels, which I used some different ones and then just layered them on top of each other. And for my sentiment it says congrats. I used this chipboard party hat and these butterflies. The candles are from the chipboard. I did have to cut it down to size. This is what it normally looks like. So it's this one right here. So I cut it down and then cut this out as well, so it fits my box perfectly and how I like it. And then I used this pretty banner from the sticker sheet, used some enamel dots, used this flower pattern paper for the main box, and then I used almost like this minty green cardstock, and this is the layering piece. Alright, and for the next project I am using the rosette dies, which I had so much fun with. It's this one right here. I did 2 of each. So let's see here. I'll get started with this die right here, which has the diamonds. So this is how my rosettes turned out. They are super cute. This one is my favorite. So let me see if I can break it down. So for the base, I used a circle die for this one, and for this one I used my circle punch, and I added this cute wreath sticker from the sticker sheets. Everything that I used was from the collection, if it's not a die or a punch. I love to use these labels and glue that first. As you can see, I did that for both, and then I like to build on top of that. Like for this, I did a sentiment and then used this flower sticker, and on top of that I used the butterfly. This right here, this scalloped circle, is a punch. Added some enamel dots. I hope this is making sense. I know it's kind of all over the place. So that is this one, and of course I layer everything with some foam. And then for this one, so on top of the wreath sticker, I added the label. This is a ephemera piece, a chipboard piece, just the number 1. And then on top, I used this button from the chipboards, added some twine and made a bow, and then finished it off with some butterflies. And for the next 2, I'm using this die. I love this rosette, how it looks. I think it looks so cool. So this is kind of like the same with my other rosette. So for the base, I used my circle punch. I did sew this one around with some gold thread, and on top I have a label and then my sentiment. This flower underneath the bird is from the ephemera. This is a chipboard, and then the stars from the stickers, and then use some enamel dots. For this one, this is a circle die, and I use my scallop punch. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. And then on top of that, I used this cute little windmill thing. I added some crepe paper, which I used my fringing scissors on, and then just put it underneath this heart. And this little love sticker is, let me see, is this one right here, which I just cut out the word love and use some enamel dots. So now for these samples, I'm using this die. These ones I did pretty similar to one another. So the base is a heart, and that is one of my punches. And on top of the heart, I used some of these tickets, these ones right here. And on top of that, I used a flower chipboard piece and this little circle thing. It's also from the chipboard. And then used a star sticker, and then this little heart is from a punch. I used a punch, and then used some enamel dots. And then this one, on top of the sentiment, I added a star, and then these cute little flowers are from my punch, and then I just used a pearl in the middle. And now for the last rosette, which is the small one right here. These ones turned out super cute. I kept them pretty simple. So for this one, I used this circle sticker, which is this one right here, that says love. And then I used this sticker right here, which I did the same thing to this side. Let's see. So you can see I did it on both sides, or well, on just one of the sides, and then used the hearts, layered them. And the happy day, oh, that's from this, I cut it out from this label. And for this one, I used one of the heart ephemera pieces, and I did the same thing with this little, I don't even know, it's this one right here. And I just cut it to size and then used this butterfly from the ephemera, and then used a love you sentiment. But that's it for the rosettes. I will show you some samples of the butterfly die, which is also a bow die, and that's this one right here. So I made a few different versions. So let's see. So here is this one, which done with some pattern paper, and then I used some gold glitter paper for the body. There is this one where I've layered the larger and the smaller die together, which I love as well. And you can also do different pattern paper for each of them, and I think it looks super cute. This one is if you wanted to be a little more extra. So I did cut the large butterfly twice, and what I did is for the pattern paper, which I put on top, I did cut it down up to where the stitching line is. So I just cut up to here and then layered it on top of the plain cardstock one, and then also did some sewing around it on just that part, and I think it looks super cute. And I did the same thing but with the smaller butterflies. So you know, you just adds a little more color if you wanted to do that. But yeah, that is everything that I have to share. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye everyone.